Alright, what's going on, guys? How's it going? So I went to Slackers today at the mall this evening. I also went to Barnes & Noble. The reason I went to Barnes & Noble is because when I went there over Christmas... Hey guys. When I went there over Christmas to get some gift certificates, I noticed in the corner of my eye, in the video game section of the magazines, that they had a couple copies of Zelda magazines left. Now, if you guys go onto eBay right now, you'll be surprised at what the only 2 copies of these are selling for. You go look, it's quite funny. Considering this sold for $10, it's funny to see these things going for more than... I'd figured they'd get up to about $20 to $40, but I don't think anything far over $50. But we'll see. I mean, none of them have any bids on them. But anyways, these are kind of rare, and they were only supposed to be displayed until 9/14/2010. But they can still keep them on display, unlike most magazines that they would have to send back. Since this is a collector's item, they don't send them back. They just keep them up till they sell. So consider these are going for that price on eBay. I figured it'd be worthwhile stopping back there on the way to Slackers to see if they had them. And sure enough, they had 3 more copies of these. So 1 more of these I'm putting with the other 2 that I have. And then 2 of these I'm actually going to put up for trade in my next trade video. And, you know, we'll talk about that later. I'm probably not going to put up the trade video till tonight or tomorrow morning, so just be looking out for that, and, you know, don't start talking about trades yet, because I haven't told you guys what I'm looking for yet. So, anyways, we'll get to those later, but yeah, so I did get 3 more copies of those Zeldas, so I'm really excited to be able to trade out a couple of those, hopefully, and so hopefully some of you guys will have some NES games I want, and I'll find somebody to trade those to. Here is a 8-bit memory card that I am sending to my buddy R. Rob. I think he has some numbers on the end of his name too, but I think it's 77 or 78. R. Rob's 77 or 78. Trading him this for Monopoly on the NES. So, one of my last PlayStation 2 memory cards I have, if not the last one. I'm looking, I think I had 1 more. If I find it, I'm going to send it to him also, but I got 1 there. So let's get to the NES pickups I got. Well, you know what, let's start with the rest of the books I got. So, I was there looking at the other stuff at Barnes & Noble, and I found a couple other video game magazines. I got Retro Gamer, 25 Years of Rare. I bought this because basically it had the talk about, they were talking to Rare about some of their games, which is pretty cool, considering I just did a little tribute to their Taboo video game on the NES. Figured I'd buy that and just, you know, there you go. Just read it and talk about it. This looks like a pretty good magazine here, and I've seen some of you guys in the UK put up these videos of these magazines already, so I just kind of wanted to grab a copy for myself, and I was able to get one, so I got Retro Video Game Magazine. I bought this magazine here because the artwork here was really cool looking. It's called Game Fan. This is issue number 6 or number 5. It says GameFan.print evolved, and when you open it up, I mean, it's got they really did a good job. They got pictures everywhere, and just stuff. You know, they'll be talking about the game, then there's just little snapshots, pictures everywhere. So, you know, there's so much stimulation on computers these days. It's hard to pick up a magazine and get really stimulated. The people here at this magazine tried to do just that, and I think they've succeeded. Well, at least they've got me to spend $7 on their magazine, just due to the fact that they do have a lot of really good artwork in here. Here's Epic Mickey there. The other one I wanted to show you guys was Splatterhouse. Look at the artwork for Splatterhouse. They just have stuff all over the place there. So yeah, that was a pretty cool magazine there. I just have it to read. I needed to put a couple fresh new magazines up here on my shelf anyway, so I got those 2. And then of course, the creme de la creme. This is what I've seen a lot of you guys over in the UK showing. And I finally found a copy of myself, Video Games Hardware Handbook, 1977 to 2001. So yeah, I'm really excited to have this game, or this. I keep calling these things games, but I'm really excited to have this magazine finally. A lot of you guys have seen that one already, so yeah, awesome. Nice centerpiece to have there. So yeah, cool. Got some new mags there. Now back to the games. So picked up 4 games here. They were 8 each plus my 25% off, so 6 each, which isn't bad considering, you know, like we all know, it's just hard to find these NES games anymore. So to find 4 that I needed for 6 each is a great find. So the first one isn't, and it kind of evens out because a couple of these are worth like, you know, 4. It's about 4, 5, and like 7, I think. So I spent $24, and then it came out to, you know, a little bit back. So like, you know, whenever I buy the games for the NES collection, I make sure that I'm paying what they're worth, if not a little bit less. That way, you know, I know that I've spent less than what my collection's worth. If that makes sense. Maybe some of you new collectors out there, you can start to look at things like that if you don't already. But anyways, here's a great game, great shoot 'em up game, Twin Eagle, and this is one of the few games that got ported to the NES and TSC by Romstar. Romstar has made a lot of really good shoot 'em ups for across the board for different systems, and this is a really good looking NES game. I mean, just the water textures, the enemies, the way they blow up when you shoot them. There's a lot of work done in this. So Romstar did a really good job here bringing this game to the NES here. Twin Eagle. And when you put the game in, it says Rescue Joe's Brother or something. So that's like the name of the game, Rescue Joe's Brother. I'll put up some more music here. So we got Twin Eagle, and I've been holding off getting that game until I had some other games that I could match with it. Because you buy 3 games, you get 1 free. So you buy 3 games, then you get the 3rd one free. So I finally had some other games to get with it. I got Wizardry. This is the first or the 3rd. I'm not really sure which part this is. I think it's the first one. This is the Proving Grounds of the Mad Overlord. There's also, I don't know, there's 2 other ones. I always forget the names of them. But yeah, Proving Grounds of the Mad Overlord. And it's just your average, you know, RPG dungeon crawler from the early days like that. The early days of those. But this is the first Wizardry, I believe, that started it all. So either this is one of the 3 ones for the NES. So will I be playing that one anytime soon? Probably not, but I'm just glad to have it in my collection as, you know, another W. I'm trying to beef up some of the W sides. I just got Wall Street Kid, so W works too. And plus Twin Eagle, that's down there too in that last shelf. So alright, here's a Mickey game. With the release of Epic Mickey, Mickey games, you know, for most all the systems went up a couple dollars. So when you look at the rarity of this, Safari and Letterland is up to about $4 to $6 now, and then Numberland is like $7-ish to like $10, which is pretty cool. And this is a platformer, and it's got some interesting characters in there. You first start off, you come across some hedgehog characters, which are pretty fun to see. So that's kind of neat. So we'll pop in that in a little later. And then last but not least, I've been wanting this game for quite a while. I got a copy of The Immortal. And this is a game Will Harvey presents. 1990 Will Harvey. This is a game, you know, a lot of you seen this for other systems too, but basically like an isometric action RPG type of game. Reminds me of Shadowrun for the Super Nintendo in a way, except it's not really like that much. But expect some playthrough of this, gameplay of this coming up, because this is a really good game too, with some neat artwork and stuff, neat encounters. So yeah, those are my 4 NES pickup games for today, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Peace.